Okay, let's get back into it. Episode 3. Vienna Central Station. I think this is a train, my train. This is my train. You're drunk. Yes? We're all drunk. What is your point? We've been drunk for hours. Didn't you notice? Now what's this? We're seeing our friend Theodore off. We've been saying goodbye since. What is today? He's not going anywhere unless he boards the train. Would you like some help with the steps? Hey Neko, how are you going? Leave me be. I'm perfectly capable of climbing a couple of steps. By chums. Is the train moving? I'm good. Just trying out this free game from Epic Store. This is called Lion Song. There's 4 different chapters of it. I've just reached chapter 3, just starting chapter 3 now. Is the train moving? Ta-da! Yeah, it's been pretty good. Yeah, it's fairly short game, sort of I've been playing about 3 hours so far, so yeah, probably around 6-ish total. Ta-da! Would you like to take your suitcase with you, sir? Very well, if you insist. All aboard? All aboard for Wiener Neustadt? Yeah, so each chapter's been about someone different. The first chapter was about a female composer who was writing a song. Second was about a painter who was trying to find sort of inspiration. Now, I'm not sure what this third one's going to be about. Earlier that afternoon. Yeah, so the musician from the first chapter was a subject for the painter, but we never actually saw her in his story. She'd done paintings, like she'd modelled for him earlier. So this cafe, we'd been in with the painter earlier that afternoon. Excuse me, I'm looking for the radius. I'm not sure I understand, madam. The mathematician circle. So we met these mathematicians earlier. I'm working on this theory I've maintained. And what would a young woman like you want with such an august group of gentlemen? I'm a mathematician. My theory, it's about a woman mathematician. Are you indeed? And I am the Archduke Franz Ferdinand. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I must see Professor Zala. He is expecting me. He is expecting you here, now, while the radius is in session. I doubt that very much. But, madam, this is a cafe. There are patrons lining up behind you to eat. In that case, I would also like to eat. Please show me to a table. Certainly. If you'll step to one side, I'll see to these people who have been waiting so patiently. Then I'll seat you. Yeah, that's fine. Good to see you around. Good to have someone chatting. You planning on any streams soon? Door with a circle sign, door with a K sign, door with a peculiar sign. Yes? Oh. Cool. I'll see you around. Never mind. Just looking for the lavatories. Well, they're right over there, madam. Right, thank you. Okay, so K, circle, and peculiar. Yes? Oh, never mind. Just looking for the lavatory. Okay, so we've been through this. I'm gonna go circle. Ah, the radius. Oh yeah, that's what it is, obviously. Yep. No one solved it this way. Have you forgotten? Theorem? Madam, you cannot be in here. This is a private gathering. I am here at Professor Zala's invitation. You must be mistaken. These are mathematicians. As am I. Please announce me. My name is Rechinet. Renishek. Renishek? Renishek. We'll go with Renishek. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. Once you understand that, the solution is child's play. Yes, we have dined. You know better than Renishek? I don't recall. Professor Zala, I am a mathematician like you. I wrote to you regarding Den's recent proof about Hilbert's third problem. There is some mistake. This is a private discussion of higher mathematics. My letter. Name-dropping young woman is not going to get you anywhere. Mathematics is a complex subject, entirely unsuitable for women. Your brains are domestic, not logical. Please escort this woman out, waiter. See we're not interrupted again. There. You see? Do you want to get me fired? Please leave at once. Mathematician. Like me. I'm Nico. Okay, so if you're still around, Neko, this Nicole is the niece. We haven't seen her before. She's the niece of a guy from the first chapter. I'm I'm Nico. I just moved into the suite on the 4th floor. What is your name? I'm a Russianer. I live behind that door you're blocking. My parents are in France. I hate my governess for how smart. That's all there is to know about me. I'm sure that isn't all there is to know about you. Well, I'm 9 and my parents are always gone. My father travels and all the time for work and my mother goes with him. Why don't you go too? They say I'm not strong enough and I need to keep up with my studies. Nicole, it's time for your music lesson. I need to go before Freshmole finds me. It was very nice meeting you. I'm glad you'll be my friend. Episode 3 Derivation. Okay, her apartment, I guess. A state of change can be maintained. I'm sure of it. But how can I prove it? Mathematician like me. Yes, I am just a woman, but I have a very new idea. No one will listen. No one cares. My clothes only take up one side. Hello, Emma. A chair. Well, that was helpful. It's the beginning of the proof. I know it is. There has to be a solution. The radius was supposed to help me, but I didn't even get to state my problem. Yes? Package for Emma Renishet? That's me, thank you. From the hospital? A letter. Dear Fraulein Renishet, we regret to inform you that your father, Jan Renishet, succumbed to tuberculosis early Friday morning. As you are aware, his illness was not responding to treatment, and this is the inevitable outcome. We wanted to assure you that he passed peacefully in his sleep, and just the previous evening his thoughts were of you. We know that you share our belief that he has gone to a better place, where his suffering is finally at an end. As you know, your father requested his clothing and personal effects be kept for you. We have therefore included them in this box. We have our sincere condolences for your loss. In sympathy, Johann Klinger, Senior Physician, Sanatorium, Salzburg, Austria. So, sanatorium, I'm guessing that's a mental hospital. It's your fault, Father. You raised me to believe in myself. You believed in me, but now you're gone. good is it if no one else does? Hours later. Ugh. I need to put his things away. The next morning. I can't make any headway. It's no use. I have to get to the library. I'm late already. Maybe I could think more clearly if I wasn't drowning in memories. Papa? Father left me his clothes. Hello, Emma. Okay, so cafe, library, or apartment. So let's go to the library. Vienna University Library. This could indeed be the correct beginning, but how to continue? How can I observe functions of change? Maybe I have to reverse my approach? No. I'm returning Boy's Own Adventures. It was so exciting. Pirates and soldiers and mountain climbers. Your book is overdue, young man. That will be 2 kronen. Sorry. Thank you. Good day. A small boy swallowed some coins and was taken to the hospital. When his grandmother came to see how he was, the nurse said, "No change yet." Why can't I see it? A state of change. That's like falling leaves suspended in mid-air. It's a fitting image. Oh, it's a fitting image. Excuse me, is this a good book on gardening? My roses are being difficult. The Art of the Formal Garden by Carl Dorn. Yes, madam, Professor Dorn is a noted botanist. Nothing I try is correct. I just don't know how to continue. Almost done with work for the day. Maybe I should get something to eat and just try again tomorrow. Yes, some food from the market should change things. That's the row of books on chemistry. I didn't mean to click leave anyway. Market. Yeah. I could have sworn this was the way to market. I wonder. Women can't be mathematicians, is it possible I could fool them? This is going to be a great plan, I love this. But how could I? Father, your clothes. You left them to me. Oh, Father, you left them to me. Father left me his clothes. I could use them to pose as a mathematician. They're at home in the wardrobe. Yes, I would like to speak up there. I'd like to buy something. Alright, what do you want to buy? Um, some pretzels, please. Excuse me. How can I help the lady? Your mouth doesn't move when you talk. How do you do that? Long years of rigorous training, my lady. I don't even need to blink anymore. Always vigilant, always at the ready. Excuse me. Never mind. Shalom, my lady. How about some flowers? Begrudging these gloomy times. No, thank you. Flowers never survived long in my hands. I was going to grow some herbs at one point, but I couldn't find the time. Oui, very. A large bone from an animal, I hope. Okay, let's go get some men's clothes. Yeah. Another chair. I put Papa's clothes in the wardrobe. Maybe the radius will help me if I pose as a man. Papa's clothes. I can use them to pose as a male mathematician and finally get access to the radius. Let's see. It's a bit big, but I think it'll work. These pants will do nicely. I refuse to wear that old thing. Excellent. Pretending to be old or sick, that will probably draw too much attention. That will get too hot. I'll start sweating. I won't be able to take anything off. I don't think that fits the outfit. This will look sharp. Perfect. I just need something to cover my hair. Yes, these will make me harder to recognize. That should do. I can leave the outfit on these chairs. Okay. Change. Okay, I can shape my hair to look like sideburns. Hello. Who? I have it. Hello, me? Tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll leave the radius speechless. The next day. Now, the radius will receive a meal. What's... Oh, okay. afternoon, sir. I believe you are new to our cafe. How can you tell? Oh, I never forget a face. Extraordinary. Well done. How may I assist you? I am Emil. Sheriff. A visiting mathematician from Berlin. I was told I must introduce myself to the gentleman of the radius. Berlin. How wonderful. Unfortunately, you are the first to arrive. What do you suggest? My dear sir, of course you are welcome to wait for them in the back room. Do you see the door? Ah, the radius. Yes, very clever. I thank you. However, you might have to wait quite a while for the radius to arrive. Perhaps you might want to come back later. Oh, perhaps I will. She keeps looking at me. I don't feel comfortable flirting with her. I have to pass some time until the members of the radius arrive. Renishek always messing with my system. Excuse me, sir. Yes, what is it? I was wondering whether you have the book. Tricky Trigonometry. I'm sorry, we don't have that one. It's complicated. Anything else? I was just wondering whether you have the book. Elusive Epsilon. Yes, we have it. But unfortunately, I can't seem to find it at the moment. Anything else? How are you today? Fine. But my colleague, I wish she didn't mess with my system all the time. Very careless. Maybe I can help? I don't think so. Unless you can see how this system is supposed to work. It all seems random. It's not random. Just increase the numbers to 6. Then start counting at 0 again. What? Go ahead, I'm sure it's right. Really? Goodness gracious. It makes so much more sense. Thank you, Shell. My pleasure, Hugo. How do you... Oh, well, no matter. Have a good day, Schnell. You too. Okay, I just gotta grab another drink. I'll be back in a second. Okay. The librarian's desk. That's the roll books for physics. What is the name of the first electricity detective? Sherlock Holmes. Maybe the radius has arrived by now. Mind her, what can I do for you? I'm here to see the radius. Naturally. Step right through. The radius waits. Another fabulous mustache. Yes? Would you like some coffee? Yes, please, with milk and sugar. Certainly. Just right. I don't think they're still trying to work out pi in 1900-ish. I think it's 1895 they said earlier, something like that. Okay, problem of the week. Keeping their minds active. With puzzles posed by Zala, no doubt. Intriguing. And this week is about the origin and the number pi. Pi. No. I must prove myself by solving this. Pi. Radius. Wait, so... Oh, 3.14. There. Ah. If I picture it like this, that becomes fairly obvious. Pi is the key to the circle. No, I tell you, that won't work either. The Euler method only works up to a certain point. You never agree with me. Zahler himself couldn't find anything. What have we here? A visitor? You must forgive me, gentlemen. I hope that what I've written here can serve as a calling card. It can indeed, sir. That is quite remarkable. Bernard Zahler at your service. And you are? My name is Emil Schnarr. That's the voice I originally had. From the Friedrich Wilhelms Universität in Berlin. I thought I knew most of the fellows at the University of Berlin. But please feel welcome, sir, to the Radius. You obviously belong. Oh. Hello? Why don't you ever listen to me? Ah, Schnell. What is your... Tell me. Do you know many lecturers at the Berlin University? Do you keep in touch with them? Some of them. But I was always very busy with my... You know Robert Koch? I was just asking because... Never mind why. Do you know him? No, I'm sorry. Oh, that's a shame. Robert Koch. I should look up that name when I get the time, in case it's important for my ruse. I myself attended the Berlin University, studied under the great Karl Weiser himself, a gifted man, and me of course his best student. There were others, that Russian woman. Well, she wasn't allowed to audit classes, but never mind that. You must surely know Weierstrass as well. Father of the modern analysis, they call him. Weierstrass. I'd better learn more about my colleagues in Berlin. Of course, but... So, you see, I'm very selective about the Radius members. So, Arshnaud, you are a professor at the Berlin University? Of course you must be, but probably very new to... Actually, we're a supply teacher. Hazala! What is it? I would very much like to talk about my theory. Fine. Let's hear it. Functions of change in conjunction with time and states. Curious. That sounds a lot like my own work. Well, I cannot deal with such distractions at this time. I need to work on my own theories. I do ask the other members. They need the challenge. Good day, my name is Emil Schnell. And you are? Good day, Herr Schnell. My name is Stefan Nenna. You said you are from the University of Berlin? Yes, that is correct. So you are a lecturer as well? I teach at the University of Vienna in the mathematics facility. I look forward to comparing notes. Gladly. Huh? They're arguing. I don't want to intrude. Please. They're arguing. I don't want to intrude. Let me introduce myself. My name is Emil Schell. Roch. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Sir Roch. I am looking for help with my current thesis. Topic: functions of change in conjunction with time and states. Not my area of expertise. What is your field of expertise? Complex analysis. Number theory. A prime combination. Your fields of expertise. Prime. No. You didn't like the joke? Yes. Sure, I told you, I have no time for your distraction. Perhaps one of the other members has time to listen to your theories. Huh? They're arguing. Come on. I'm looking for help with my current thesis. What are you working on? Functions of change. I'm looking into change states and these kinds of functions. Intriguing, but I don't think I can be much help with that. My focus is on discrete mathematics and moving parts of constant systems. Perhaps one of the other members could assist you. I have a question about one of the other members. What do you want to know? About the two arguing fellows. Nick, go on. Excuse me? Those are the names. The one on the left is Nicky. They don't seem to get along very well. Don't worry, they fight a lot. What about math mostly? Who is the man sleeping in the corner? That is Ulrich. That is Ulrich. The doctor in our circle. Why is he sleeping? It was subtle efforts. He just fell asleep one time and no one noticed. Now he feels so told me that he just falls asleep every afternoon. We've known him so long, we don't really mind. Tell me about Zara. What about him? Is he the founder of the Radius? Yes, along with Ulrich and Rock. How did the Radius come to be? Well, as far as I know, Valor was looking for like-minded people, sort of elite mathematicians, the best of the best, who exchange opinions and theories on all topics mathematical. He heard about the Circle of Mathematicians in London, so I decided to found one here in Vienna. His Majesty was intrigued and agreed to fund the Radius, as long as it led to mathematical progress. Ulrich and Rock were very quick to join, as were several others, and over time warmed, and Nick, then I joined as well. Roche seems taciturn. He wasn't always. He actually has quite a brilliant mind, but he's always a horrible teacher. Don't tell him I said that. What do you teach exactly? I teach discrete mathematics. I also taught a short lesson on something really interesting a few years back, about a process called a Markov chain. I try to broaden the horizon of my students every now and then with new theories. What's a Markov chain? Oh, what's a Markov chain? I'm so glad you asked. No one around here seems to be interested in discussing new theories anymore. A Markov chain, as Markov himself described it, is a process where one state transitions to another, the probability of the next state depending purely on the current one. Consider a drunkard walking on a numbered line. Each step he either moves forward by one or backwards by one. So, the next step or state depends only on his current position, and not whether he has stumbled already. Exactly. Very interesting. I find it curious that you would find this theory interesting, since you mentioned before that your focus is on discrete mathematics. Just because that is my area of expertise, does not mean I enjoy dabbling in all things mathematical, with varying degrees of success. Take care. Be a Tushnan. Goodbye. Goodbye. Shell, I told you. I have no time for your distractions. Perhaps one of the other members has time to listen to your theories. My god. No, it's nothing. That is an impressive buttock imprint. Shell, what's so interesting about my chair? Oh, nothing, sir. Ah, blackboard problem. Take it. You too, Shell. Ah, I found something. I found something. What can I... Oh my god. No, it's nothing. What do I do here? I came here looking for help, but these mathematicians are not certain they can help. If they can't, what will I do? I hope my masquerade isn't wasted time. One state changes into another, but how? Lavatories. I'd rather use my own at home. Using these might prove awkward. The kitchen's of no interest to me. Another fabulous mustache. I surely wouldn't be allowed to join them. She keeps looking at me. I don't feel comfortable flirting with her. Thank you for holding the door. I trust your visit with the radius was rewarding, Herschel? If I could not remember how I was treated, I would not know how to mimic it now. Every change in behavior occurs over time. I'm afraid I don't understand mathematics. You are exactly right. It is mathematics. What is your name? Maurice, sir. Maurice, yes, of course it would be. All maîtres are named Maurice. Maurice, you are a genius. If only my parents had seen that. It's much too hot in here dressed like this. Quick now, I must write this down. Days ago I would not have known what the ladies at the cafe expected of me. Just now I remembered the gentleman who once opened the door for me. My behaviour changed, and that change transpired over distance. Oh no, I gotta go further. No, I don't think that's right. I think I'm a thing. The change occurred with respect to time. Every change occurs over time. That's it. Of course. That's it. Huh? I need to change first. Oh. I can't leave now. Ah. Emma! Am I interrupting? No, of course not. Today you look much happier. Today I am happier, Nicole. How are you? The same. I'm always the same. Have your parents returned? No, they've gone on to Sweden. Nicole! It's time for your history lesson. History? I hate history. It never changes. Nicole. Days later. Okay. Pretty lady, anything for you? What do you have on sale? Everything. A kilo of potatoes, please. Today's special. Fresh ham, 22 a kilo. Leberkas, 23 a kilo. That handwriting is unreadable. There's a crude drawing of a potato at the top, and something seems to cost 99 hallow. And something else too, Cronin. Pretty lady, anything for you? What does it say on the blackboard? Can't you read it? I thought it was very well written. It says, today 250 grams of chanterelles for 40 hallow, and 1 kilo of bolettes for 1 krona. I see, thank you. But why the potato drawing at the top? Potato? That's a mushroom. Oh, of course. I totally see it now. Goodbye. I can't talk to the cop. Okay, I think I go play cards with the ladies. Change is all around. I just need to keep an open mind. Well, I'm not sure I want to join them, though I would surely win. I taught myself to count cards at an early age, just as a hobby. An angry looking man. Yes, you have to excuse me. I'm very busy right now. Should I need to go? I know where to go. They won't let me in as Emma. He seems worried. Yes, you have to excuse me. I'm very busy right now. No, the couple's gone. Madam, you have returned again. What can I do for you? I wish to be seated. Apologies, all our tables are currently taken or reserved. Guess I go to the library. Alright now, Emma, concentrate. Every change occurs over time, so to preserve a state in that change, I need to know how it's changing. It's a good thought, but I'm missing something else. Alright, try something else. To preserve a state in change, do you have Freud's jokes and a relation to the unconscious? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. It should be in the psychology section. What about? Oh yes. 3 essays on the theory of sexuality. The sex book. Never mind. I should try another approach. To preserve a state in change, I need to slow it down. Where and how? What am I missing? Alright, try something else. To preserve a state in change, how are you today, Frau Renische? I'll be Herr Wittgenstein. I heard about your father. I'm sorry for your loss. You're back from Manchester? Only for a few days. I want you to return Russell's Principle of Mathematics and Frege's Grundzüge der Arithmetik. Were they helpful? I've only read Frege's book. At first, I believed the books were in conflict. While I was in England, I studied them again and again. I almost gave up on them. It wasn't until crossing the Channel, after putting both books down for a while, that I began to see the commonalities. If only I could find the right words to describe to you what that felt like. Oh, I'll manage. Don't worry about me. Very well. Good day to you. Good day, Herr Wittgenstein. The change in his thinking came from observations. At first he was too close, but then He changed his perspective. When did Ludwig see the commonalities between the two books? On the ferry across the channel. That's it. His change of mind came about in the few hours between Dover and Calais. A change can only be observed in a certain time frame. I need to go home and write this down. He's reading a physics book. Thanks to Wittgenstein, I know how to proceed. Pardon me. Oh, this is, Laos. I'm looking for an address, Torgas 23. Am I headed in the right direction? How did I go? It was deep, almost Russian. Am I headed in the right direction? Yes, you are. The building is just there. You know someone who lives there? Yes, my niece, Nicole. Yes, my niece, Nicole. I've visited her a couple times before, but I still get lost in this city. Ah, I know her. She is my friend. I try to spend as much time with her as I can. That is very kind of you, madam. I am so glad Nicole has a friend. Thank you. Please tell me, how is she? Is she happy? To be honest, no. You are her uncle, you say? To be honest, no. My sister and her husband travel a great deal. Are they looking after her? She is alone much of the time. Alone? How dreadful. Thank you for being so honest. If you'll excuse me. Of course, let's go. Wittgenstein's thinking changed. Partway through, he observed the change in a given time frame. A change can only be observed in a given time frame. Of course, you can only see a fallen leaf while it is still falling. Time to impress the radius. Change is all around me. I just need to keep an open mind. Good day. There is no more room for my coat. Then again, I'm not so enthusiastic about removing a layer. The Euler method only works up to a certain point. Nonsense! Probably just made a mistake somewhere. Why are you? Again, no one can solve this problem. Ah, sure. Why don't you try your luck with this week's problem? Chandler is making them harder every week. Well, of course. So, get to it. We're trying to find correlations between primes. Numerology. Not my strong suit. 2, 3. So just gotta do this. Maybe the distance between the two primes. I can't make anything of it. Maybe that's something. I don't think so. There's something here. Sometimes these straight lines appear. Almost. But as if the numbers have a certain pattern to it. Interesting. I think they do. He's got it. If I extrapolate, is that a new method to find primes? It looks conclusive. Folk and gentlemen, our guest from Berlin triumphs. The luck of the Germans is with them. Nonsense, psychology has a gift that is clear. I agree, it is quite remarkable. Gentlemen, it is only in your company that I flourish. Is he trying to ridicule us? No, you misunderstand. He might have already. You just didn't notice. I assure you. From the hospital, sir. Gentlemen, you must excuse me. Krishnan, would you like to join me outside? Some shakatot and coffee, perhaps, my treat. Certainly. An empty fireplace. Someone threw pie in the ashes. What was all that about? Back in the radius. Charlotte's sister is terminally ill with tuberculosis. I'm so sorry to hear that. My father died. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. Father always encouraged me, believed in me. I became a mathematician because of it. Holy shit. That did not click until then. I did not believe. Yeah, well, I'm glad he did. I got to meet you because of him. I'm intrigued by your notions of change. States of change and the collapse of such states. I admit I'm struggling with it. I might have bitten off more than I could chew. I don't think so. Just wait until we get our cake, and I'll show you what it looks like, to bite off more than one can chew. If you really feel that way, it, I probably shouldn't mention it, but this is Ali's feared too. But he's a proud man and may be disinclined to help. I believe he's beginning to consider your arrival. You might try Eldrick. He has done some similar work. Every time I approach him, I find him asleep. Yes, he does enjoy his afternoon naps. A difficult wall to breach. Would you look at my equations? I would value your opinion. If you like, but I assure you this is outside my expertise. Thank you, Nana. You are a good friend. Gentlemen, please. Gen Gentlemen. I'm so stuck in the German now. Gentlemen, please pardon the intrusion. Allow me to introduce myself. Ah, fuck! I keep slipping into the German. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Friends Market, the artist. So this is an honor. What can we do for you? About your friend here. Uh, Shell, Shell, Emil Shell. You must forgive me, but I've been studying you from across the room. Oh, the layers of you are contradictory somehow. Layers? Contradictory? Not at war with one another, but a duality. Changing. At first I thought one thing, but later I saw it another in conflict with the first. Changing, you say? I must paint you. I would be honored. Excellent. You present a challenge I have never faced before, but I promise I will capture you. My workshop is at Hollandstrasse 10. Please come at your earliest convenience. Gentlemen, pray continue your luncheon. In the beginning, he thought differently about me. Then in the end, I must leave now. Go along. I must just help myself to another piece of shashlitot. I need to go home and write this down. It's much too hot in here dressed like this. The painter. When he first observed me, he thought one thing, but then he changed his mind. Yes, every change has an origin and a destination state. A falling leaf starts to attach to its branch, and just a few moments later, it rests on the ground. Finally, I can build a relation between these states in my theory, yes. It's starting to come together. I can feel it. Now, to meet the painter, but not like this. That's better. Later at the artist's workshop. You see far too much, sir. A few hours later. Whew, that did not go as I'd hoped. Days later. A change has a beginning and an end state. But what if I can't see the end? Okay, Parliament's there, that's interesting. Would you like to buy some flowers, mine, I have several on sale that's sure to make your lady swing. Thank you, but no, thank you, but no, I am just browsing. Oh, no, artist, exit. Good day. A good day to you. No interest to fine gentleman in a painting? What do you have for sale? This one might pique the interest of a man such as yourself. This magnificent painting is called Danae. It is most popular, but I only sell my paintings to esteemed clientele, such as yourself, I am sure. Only 200 kronen. That painting seems awfully familiar. Well, here quite often. I'm sure you must have seen it before. From a distance. Well, in any case, thank you, but I'm not interested. Are you certain? Yes. Well, if you should change your mind, you know where to find me. But who knows if Danae will wait for you? My paintings sell like hotcakes. Haha. Maybe the radius has arrived by now. Good day. Oh, debating gentleman. Socialist most likely. She's winking in my direction. Oh god. We gotta get Emma a girlfriend. Come on. No, thank you. Drinking too much coffee could cause a lot of problems. Ugh. Sure. Zala is at the hospital again. His poor sister. Are you alright? Don't worry about the cough. Don't worry about the cough. It's just a small. Snail? Shell? Emil, I am so sorry. Your theory. I feel so far out of my depth, I'm drowning in variables. Forgive me, my friend. I appreciate you taking the time. You have the papers I gave to you? No, don't be angry. I gave them to Zala. Here's your best chance. Haven't you seen the way he studies me now? How many of them do? They watch every move I make. They want to see me trip up. I'm sure you're wrong. I'd like you to address my class. Me? But what will I talk about? Math, you ninny? I wouldn't expect you to expand upon the care and feeding of big spanner horses. Well, will you do it? Yes, my friend. For you I will humiliate myself before your students. Magnificent. We'll arrange a date for you to speak. Thanks again, Schnell. No, you sobbing fool. Can't you see the equation is solved? Can't you see the variables still unsolved? Gentlemen, gentlemen, why don't you just ask Emil here? I'm sure he can end your disagreement with a single stroke. Where would the fun be in that? Exactly. My god, they've just agreed. They're both... God, keeping track of these accents is hard. Pretty sure this guy should have a British accent, and these two basically what I was doing, but I'm not sure. They are both right. Here we go again. At first it might be unsolved, but in time it will be finished. That's it. Shell? Shell? What? I'm sorry. I can't stay right now. It's much too hot in here dressed like this. A change can only be observed in a given time frame. Nicky and Wyman argued whether the result of the equation was already found or not. So in a given time frame, a change can collapse. No. Well, yes, but ugh. In a given time frame, the change can be ongoing. At the moment of observation, the change can either be final or ongoing. Yes. The falling leaf doesn't stop falling just because I stop looking at it. But where will the change lead then? Nicole, I know what this looks like. Yes, the last few weeks I saw a mister going into your apartment. A lot. I thought you were just having an affair with an impossibly handsome man. Oh god, this girl's great. I didn't understand why you wouldn't introduce me. It would have been difficult. That's for sure. Nicole, give me a moment to change, and I'll try to explain. I'm not playing dress up. You're not? Emma? What do you want to call me then? Oof. Whoa, okay. I actually wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that myself, so I don't know anymore. On some days I feel like Emma, but on others like Emil. Yeah, I know. I'll call you Em. That's what you both have in common. Em? I like that. I wish I could go live with Uncle Leos again. We tried it, but he was too busy running the inn. I'm sure he would love you to stay with him, if it were possible. I know. Maybe someday. Right? Where are your parents? New York. Nicole, do you understand why I dress as a man sometimes? I think so. And I won't tell. You can't do what you want to either. You can't be who you are. Who you feel you are. It shouldn't matter if you have a dream. Everyone dreams. Everyone should have the right and try and make their dream come true. Look, there's little Gustav. His name means warrior. I wonder if he dreams of being a soldier. He can be if he wants to. No, told me he dreams of dessert mostly. Why must only men go to war? I don't know. Anyone who has gotten on the wrong side of Frau Kunzler would not want to meet her on a battlefield. There's Miss Dorfel. She's a music student. I bet she dreams of playing in a big concert hall someday. That's the original one. She has a talent women are allowed to have. But did you know only men can be first violin in an orchestra? I think we should have lots of dreams, and all of them should come true. That would be wonderful. Wouldn't it? What's the matter? You look funny. What we become. It doesn't have to be a single dream. You're right. In a change. Goodness gracious, in a change, the destination could be a set of states. Nicole, you're a miracle. Nicole, where are you? It's time for your sewing lesson. Sewing, yeah. Just finished talking with I need to write this down before I forget. Okay. Emma, you just saw it perfectly formed. Remember, the destination state can be Unknown, yeah. Destination state of observation can be a set of states. Of course. If I turn away while watching the falling leaf, it could land, yes, but it could be picked up by a gust of wind, or disintegrate into dust. No, not too likely, I'm afraid. Oh, Emma, you're almost there. Almost there. Meanwhile, Kara, I need your help. Your advice once again, dear sister. Ever since childhood I have relied on you. I can't stop now. It's a strange Berliner who we have allowed into the radius. He vexes me. Days have turned into weeks and he shows no sign of leaving us. And leave us he must. He is a cancer eating at our little troop. The other fellows resent him. Each time he solves the problem of the week, I can see the contempt for us in his eyes. And now this. Nana gave Michelle's current research. It's my field after all. But Shell would never ask me for help. No. It's good, Kara. I think I see where he's heading though. And it is a dead end. I think I could help him, but I hesitate. Why? Because I fear him. I fear he will prove it. He's not there yet. But one day, sooner rather than later, he could cast all of my work into shadow. I can't allow that to happen, can I? No, you're right as always. I can't allow it. First, I will appeal to his sense of justice. I may be able to convince him to turn away from this line of research and return to Berlin. If not, I must defend myself. You understand that, don't you? Your brother Gernot must defend his honor, our family honor. I'll go to him. His address is on these papers Nana gave me. I'll go. Reason with him. And if he refuses to listen to reason, why in that case I will destroy him. The next morning. Those turnips are fresh off the truck. I've never known how to prepare turnips. They're like wood. Ah, you cook? Cool. Right. There's a trick, you see. Most people boil the turnips for 40 minutes or so, depending on how big they are, and leave it at that. That softens them up. But you aren't done yet. If you're not careful, they lose their flavour. Another reason I've avoided them. I don't boil, I roast. I cube the turnips and roast them for the same length of time. But there is a secondary step. If you fail to do it, they will still not appeal. I'm not convinced. Just wait, hear me out. When the roasted cubes are soft and golden brown, I toss them in with some apple cider vinegar and parsley. The vinegar locks in and enhances the flavour. I don't have time for a secondary step. That sounds like it could take ages. It sounds... Wait. To maintain the flavour, a secondary change is required. Now you have it. Won't you buy one? One? I'll buy 2, 3, no, a dozen. It's much too hot in here dressed like this. Now, what did the vegetable vendor say? He talked about maintaining a state. Yes. What was it he did to keep the flavour in the turnips? Ah. To maintain a state of a change. Nico, I'm glad you're here. I'm going to cook turnips. Turnips? You know I hate cooking, Emma. Emma? Shelley's that woman. This changes everything. The same evening. We had no weekly challenge this week because Harlow has lost faith in us. Lost faith in you, possibly. Harlow knows there will always be a place for an applied mathematician like me. Emil? Will tomorrow evening be convenient? My class meets at 7. Yes, my friend, I will be there. Shell, I have read your research. It is claptrap. The meanderings of an unfocused, illogical mind. You were wrong, Professor. I am much further along since I wrote those notes. I can hear the lion song. I believe I am very close to a solution. Then put us to the test, shall we? A debate at the university at your earliest convenience. If you are man enough. Professor, you have nothing but my respect. You are fraud, Schnell. Your hesitation proves it. I'm speaking to Professor Nenne's class tomorrow evening at 7. Will that be soon enough? That will do nicely. But this should not be confined to Professor Nenne's class. We will debate in the main lecture hall before the mathematics faculty and students of the University of Vienna. Do you agree? I agree. Why, Charlotte? You are wrong to do this. All will become clear tomorrow, Nana. And I promise you will be surprised. And then finally, all will be as it should be again. Emil, Emil, you forgot to take off Emil's glasses. I am Emil as well as Emma. I'm Emil as well as Emma. I'm not one or the other. Your name is Emma? Renisha. The first time when I visited the radius, I was dressed as you see me now. I'm sorry. I remember a brief interruption. A woman. I don't remember what she looked like. There's no reason you would. It was a woman. Oof. Does Charlotte know? No. No one does except a little girl upstairs. My friend. Will you come in? It would not be proper. I don't understand. We are friends. Emil and I are friends. You are Emma. The two of us together in your room alone. It would not be right, but I understand, I think. I also am not what I pretend to be. Are you going through with the debate? Oh yes. I promise you I will be there. Then I hope Zala does not find out. He would crucify you. The next evening. University of Vienna, 7:02 p.m. Well, where is he? Professor Sned appears to be late. I cannot say I'm entirely surprised. However, we will wait in hope a few minutes more. Who is that? I think that is Professor Snell. Snell is a woman. Professor Snell, alas, we see you in your true colors. If that is even your real name. My name is Renisha. Ha. Ha ha ha. A woman. I'm here to debate mathematics, not gender. Gentlemen, I'm sure you agree this fast should be called off. I disagree, Professor. You are a junior professor. You should take care. We disagree, let speak. I'm a professor of mathematics. What we teach, what we came here to learn, or would you deny them that opportunity? They will learn nothing here from that woman. And you would deny them the opportunity to learn from you? Come on, let's learn. I defer to my colleagues. Gentlemen? The last time I checked, this was an institute of learning. May the students learn? Gentlemen, to avoid a revolution, I suggest we let the debate continue. I agree. So be it. This ends now. I've read your sorry attempts to come up with a theory of change. Maintaining a state of change. Preposterous. Is it? What you read was incomplete. I could see that. But where your proof was headed, utter amateurish. Do you know what they're talking about? I will disprove your theory. Right here. Right now. And I will prove it. Let's begin with the foundations of your, dare I call it, paper. A few minutes later. There's a number of things to notice about change. First and foremost, change happens over time. That's obvious. Yes, yeah, I don't see it on your side. Imagine a falling leaf. It's falling over time. I don't know what the mathematic jump scares are about. That makes sense. So that's what she meant. Yes. I knew that, of course. You need the next step then. No, hold it just a minute. This point right here. For that to work, you have to establish a range of reference. Yes. That's from my theory. Well, I can't see it here. Only then can you see the states in every change. I'm gonna want to be a beginning and an end. Yes, we know. You're reciting my... At the moment of observation, a change can be final or ongoing. And your time is almost up. For if the change is indeed ongoing, by the time you finish observing it, it would be final, yet ongoing. That, madam, is what we call a paradox. There it is. Check is a fraud. What happened? I was so sure. I saw it. Wait a moment. No. There's a mistake in your thinking. Mistake? If you write it like this. Oh, please. You're making a fool of yourself. Look at it. See? I suppose one could. Let me move over, let me check that. If I stop observing it while it's still falling. The leaf might land on the ground, or it could be picked up by a gust of wind. How poetic. So you know something about change. No wonder. We're constantly changing from one disguise to another. Wondering what to wear, I bet. Your little addendum changes nothing. Man is shack, man is shack. You're either one or the other. Two states, nothing in between. There can be more than one destination state. That's what I've been trying to say. During the observation, change can be final or ongoing. We can't be certain of all the states, but if I can prove the existence of such states, could you move a little? Oh, this is nonsense. I've read your paper. Your theory has more holes in it than Gouda cheese. You're thinking of Eden. Enough of this. I know you can't prove it. Your theory was incomplete. You are nowhere close to the proof. A state of change cannot be maintained. It can be maintained. Changing from Emma to Emil, and from Emil to Emma. A secondary inverse change. I am Emma and Emil. I am Emma and Emil. I am the proof. No. That isn't. That's a start. I'll have to do some calculations on that. I can see where this is going. She's right. I respect your effort, Professor. Without Professor Zala's help, I would never have arrived at the final solution to a problem that has haunted me for years. He was courageous enough to risk his reputation and face me in debate in his field. Ask yourselves, how many of you would have been fearless enough to do that? If I was still wearing a top hat, I would take it off and salute him. Now it's time to make peace. Let us be bold in our theories and who we are, and keep looking for truth with an open mind. Days later. Right here. When I looked through that window, it hit me. At the time, I couldn't fathom what would happen, of course. My theory of change. My own change.
So this is where Shell began.
Yes.
This isn't easy for me. But I thank you for not ridiculing me in front of the faculty. You are a worthy mathematician.
Professor Renisher.
But enough dwelling on the past. We have theories to postulate, you and I. I can rely on you for that, no?
As long as our theories stay real.
These word plays are not funny.
Am I being too irrational?
Ugh.
Wait. Not to worry. I still have some more.
What have I got myself into?
Finn. Say 5 spend equal time as a meal. 91% agreed to be painted. 46% became friends with Nicole. 90% agreed to speak in front of class. 88% decide to spare Zala. I'm actually surprised that one's as high as it was. Like, I wasn't really thinking through the consequences and was thinking heavily of going the other one.